Good morning. Today, I want to talk about 5 steps that you can take to monetize your brilliance. Monetize your brilliance. What does that mean exactly? How does one do that? Of course, we all want to do that. Well, stick around. My name is Maria DeStoor, and I go live every Tuesday morning to share tips with you to help you turn your career off autopilot and get on that road to monetizing your brilliance. If you are here today, chances are you're not hitting those revenue goals, the paycheck you want. Maybe you're not on track for retirement the way you'd hoped. Maybe you are rocking it, but you just want more. You might be someone who's feeling unappreciated, underemployed, or underpaid. And now you just want to figure out that formula of how you can figure out how to live at the intersection of where your skill set, your superpowers, and your passion collide so that you can live a life by design and not a life where you're always at the mercy of everyone else, jumping hurdles, and just kind of just gliding. Not sure where to start? Well, today I'm going to take you through a 5-step system on how you can get on your way to pivoting in your career or improving your career, whatever it is that you want to do. And I also created a free workbook that will be an extension of today's session. So if you want that, I need you to send me a DM and write workbook, and I will get that to you. The number one step is something that a lot of us skip, and that is understanding our desire. What do we want out of our career? Forget all the constraints, forget geography, forget education, forget everything just for once. What do you want out of your career? What does it look like? What are your non-negotiables? Do you want a remote job? Do you want a hybrid job? Do you want to start your own company? Do you want to have a huge company? Do you want to consult? What is it that you want? And as you're thinking about that, also think about your why, because sometimes understanding your why makes it easier to understand what you want. I want to make enough money to retire in 5 years. I want to make enough money to pay off my cars and be able to put my kids through college. I want to make a difference in this world and leave a lasting legacy. What is your true why? And that will help you get to what you desire in your career. If you want really good work-life balance, then don't try to get a job with the big 5 consulting firms or Google or any of the big ones that don't let you have a life. If you want a good work-life balance, maybe starting your own business isn't the answer, because hate to break it to you, when you're working for yourself, you're on 24/7. The next step is to identify your skills and your strengths, because the reality is you're not going to be able to monetize your brilliance until you understand what you have to offer. What makes you unique? How can you package yourself either as an employee or as an entrepreneur to get to that life, that why, that purpose, that vision for your career that you've just done in the prior step? What have you done in your life? I'm not just talking professionally. In your volunteer life, what do you do when you don't have to do it? What do you like doing? Right? Get an idea of all of those skills and get them down on paper. And then just kind of look at it. What skills pay the bills? What can you craft into a package as an employee, or what business or services could you offer? The next step is to actually lay that framework. Are you looking for a job? Are you going to keep the job you have, but start that side gig that you're going to grow into your entrepreneurial venture eventually? Are you ready to just take the leap and go right for that entrepreneurial venture right now? Whatever it is, start laying the plan. What are the steps? What do you have to do to get there? Then the next step is to lay your intention for the journey. We all dream. We all have had dreams at different parts in our life, and sometimes you make it and sometimes you don't. But I can tell you one thing, you're more likely to make this dream, this framework happen if you actually lay an intention. So now that you've had the steps written out because you've laid the framework, what's the timeline? Maybe you need to create a few more steps. You want this promotion and you know you need to get this certification. When are you going to start that course? Are you going to go ahead and put it on your calendar right now? Are you going to look for a new job? Are you going to start a company? Start laying out the steps and the timeline. It's the first step in committing to this journey. And as you're doing this, a lot of things are going to pop into your head. I'm sure a lot of things have already been popping in your head just listening to me. Identify these points of resistance that you are making up in your head. Some of them may be true, some may not. Yes, you may need to upskill. Yes, you may need to get a bigger network. Yes, you may need to figure out how to finance your business. Or yes, you may need to figure out how to get a financial runway to do whatever this thing is you want to do. Write it down, but don't stew in it right now. Right now, we just want to get this timeline and the steps. You are going to need to address those points of resistance, but not this second. Work on strategies to overcome these points of resistance. Work on your mindset. And you can do this by connecting with people who are doing similar things, who can help support you in this process. Then the last step is to actually start the journey. Take the first step forward, whatever it is. That might be updating your LinkedIn because you're about to look for a job. That might be researching those certification courses that you need to take. That might be researching, you might want to get a new degree. It might be looking up competitors for that future company and seeing what's out there. How can you do what they're doing better? And remember, when you're ready to move, I can help you in two ways. One, send me a DM, get the workbook, because the workbook is going to take you through these steps. You can write everything out and you'll have it in one place. Or click the link in my profile and hop on a call. And that's for people who are really ready to move fast. Because if there's one thing that I do, and that's I move fast, and I'm going to expect you to move fast too. So if you're ready to go, let's get on a call, ready to chat.